Namaste Soul Family, Richard here. I just want to let you know that I am nervous in front of the camera. I am sitting here on the earth, grounding myself, holding myself in my heart space, breathing deep to share my truth and to hopefully empower you. I have some thought-provoking questions to ask today, as well as some interesting perspectives to share. I have a little book, so if you see me and my eyes drifting down, I'm just looking at my notes so that I don't speak in circles or get lost in topic. As well as my sound is under a little bit of technical difficulties, so I have to speak a little louder just to bring some clarity into this video. But here we go. So some of the questions that I have to ask you guys is based on the way you see yourself. And the first question is, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a physical being? Do you see yourself as just skin and bones? Do you see yourself as someone who came out of another person's womb into this physical experience? Because there are multiple perspectives to see yourself, and how you see yourself is all based on what you believe in. So I have come to learn that life is all about energy. It is all about vibrations. And if you are a science buffin or someone who is very spiritually inclined, you will know that this reality is based on vibrating atoms bouncing off each other, rippling out and resonating. And through believing that, you get to play with your reality. So I want to go back to the questions of how you perceive yourself, who you think you are, where you think you have come from, and get you to really just sit, take a breath and a moment just to reflect on how you see yourself. And from there, take it one step further and say, okay, if that's how I see myself, how do I see the world? Everything that is around me, all this matter that I perceive around me, that I get to play and explore in, what is that all made up of, and how do I see it? Is it scary? Is it happy? Is everything working against me? Is it all a part of me and working with me? These little beliefs really can change your experience in huge ways. Because what you believe, you perceive. Where we're all taught that seeing is believing, I have learned through my inner exploration, through my spiritual seeking, that it is actually reversed. What you believe, you perceive. And through the understanding that everything is vibration, you as a vibrational being get to share your frequency, emit your vibration through your inner intelligence, that through that emission you can then receive what it is that you believe. And once you emit that belief into the quantum field, into the ether, you will receive it. And now, these vibrations are, it's energy, it is, all comes back to emotion. Now, emotion has been created to be this weakness, where it is both. It is strength and it is weakness. And there is so much strength in being weak, which is actually just being vulnerable. So that is a whole nother conversation for another time. But I want to come back to self-perception, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive yourself in the way that you see the world. Because from there, it is a stepping stone to being the creator of all of this around you, because it is a part of you. Spirituality and consciousness is dimensional. It is a bunch of layers on layers on layers. It is limitless. Just like our toric field. We have it comes up, it goes around, and it keeps cycling. And through those layers, you acquire different realizations, different understandings about different elements of life. And through those understandings, you become more grateful. You have a lot more appreciation for all that is, because you understand that it is a part of you. And it all comes back to how you perceive yourself, where it is that you think you come from, and your beliefs and how you see the world around you. Now, this flower over here, if I look at it as its energy, doesn't mean it's going to change the way that it looks, but rather just change the way that I see it. So for me, it looks different when I perceive it as its essence. It is no longer a little pretty yellow flower, but it is the essence of earth. It is the divine vibration. It is 432 hertz that the earth frequency resonates at. And through that understanding comes so much healing. Comes so many beautiful understandings and elements to be grateful of. So the physicality of it doesn't necessarily change, but the way that I perceive it does, which means now there is so much more to be grateful for. And I come back to the self. Once you start perceiving yourself differently, there is so much more to be grateful for. You start being grateful for every breath, for every emotion, for every alignment, and for every experience. Because you come to an understanding and a realization that it is all a part of you, and it is all actually a massive, beautiful, divine gift that we have been given to explore. And once you recreate the beliefs you hold on yourself and the way you perceive yourself, you perceive the world differently. And that changes the relationship you have with the world. It changes the relationship you have with the people around you, and the relationship you have with your reality, it becomes fun, it becomes light, it becomes unconditional love, it becomes full of gratitude and connection and alignment. Synchronicities start happening. Everywhere you look, you see opportunities. It is truly such a blessing. Now, what you emit into this world, you receive. And vibration and emotion and emitting that into the universe or into your reality is a very subconscious thing. It happens in the back of your mind. It's not necessarily what you think about, but it is those slight feeling that you feel back here in your toric field. And once you bring your awareness into that space, you start to control that. You start to become aware and create and emit your emotions and your vibrations consciously. And it is truly a divine place to be, because you become the creator. And I know that it takes work. You don't have to do anything, but it requires reconstruction, recreation of all your beliefs, all your mind constructs, all your paradigms. It requires you to reevaluate yourself and the world around you and how you see everything. Now, I hope that this has been thought-provoking, insightful, and a divine arrival. If you want more insights to inner technology, spirituality, the fabric and foundation of this reality and the universe, breathwork, how you connect to yourself and God or the universe, then follow. Give us a follow, give us a subscribe and a like and a share, because this work is selfless, it is for humanity, it is for the evolution of the collective consciousness, so that we can all step out of fear, scarcity, imprisonment, and into abundance, unity, connection, and unconditional love. Namaste to you, Divine Soul family. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in and taking the time and being a part of the journey.